Soundstripe.
Oh my god, my camera is messed up. There you go. See that better. Yeah, boy. What up, y'all? How y'all doing? We're gonna hop back into Murder on the Orient Express. My shit will work. Love a blank screen. I worked from home today, and well, not on there either. Hang on. I worked from home today, and I used one of my monitors that I stream with for work when I'm at home. Ah, that's why. Bam. Alright, let's make sure the audio is working. Put my headset on. Not gonna lie, OBS is a little frustrating to use sometimes. Should be messing up. They don't warn you. Alright. Hop back in. So, hang on. Yesterday, we found the dead body, started investigating the room. Found a bunch of clues. And now we're out of the room. So we have to... Mr. Michael. Oh, that's the conductor dude back here. So we need to go to him and get the list of people.
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few
Michel,
questions
excuse
if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I am from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
Okay. I think he's a valet. He's French.
I do not think that's the right.
Oh, he's a controller.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
One second. Okay.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
Alright, so all of the 300 ones are the staff. Can I zoom in? Guess not. Go through Ratchet. What is number of places? Like number of stops? Maybe?
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No,
good back
tobacco only.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchet retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman. Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchet rang his bell around 12:40 a.m., soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door, but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
I don't know what that means.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to speak about the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It was the American lady, Madame Hubbard. She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then, around 1:50 a.m., I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchet's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
Yeah, I mean, that's right.
What is the last station where we stopped?
Vinkovsky.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly. I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Okay. Are these, I guess these are accurate. so train. That was then. Is that right? I don't think that's right.
No, not good.
Unless these are no. Oh, that is right.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
I didn't think that was right. Because I know Mr. Ratchet was making a fuss at like 1:15. Okay, so now we just need to go talk to all of the people. I can't do anything down here. Miss Hubbard?
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchet, was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes, you must.
How did she know? Little sus.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Oh, I didn't think she was American.
That's the right answer.
Okay. So the lock.
This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side. This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side. The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
What is that? I guess we can't click it. Okay. Weird. Is that a pocket watch? No, that's what is that?
Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
That's strange. Aha!
Another golden mustache to treasure.
Alright, last
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. "Come in," I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
Okay.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed. and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet. It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive.
You would think, because this isn't the first time the latch on the door has come up, you would think she would be vigilant and checking it herself.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
So defensive.
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to a train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure. I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind,
What else is there? Oh, the hook.
let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door. This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag.
Oh. Is this it? Yeah.
I can see the latch very well from here.
Yeah.
Even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard.
Lying. Okay, so we go back to her.
Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
This?
Oh, the truth cannot hide from Poirot forever.
Or is it this one?
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying? It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her.
She a little sus.
Thank you for your assistance,
A
madame.
little sassy. That's everything in here. Now we need to find the next person to interrogate. Oh. Oh, wrinkly as hell. Select 2 elements to help deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michelle, not Michael. Well, it must have been... that he got off to smoke.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Maybe they're switched.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Okay. Select 2 elements to deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michelle. Bam.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen.
Et voilà.
Et voila. Okay, I don't think Miss Hubbard is a suspect because she old. I don't think Mr. Michelle is a suspect either. But we still have a bunch of people we have to interview or interrogate. Put on here. That's where the man died. That's our room. Yeah, she old. And she claims she couldn't see the latch on her door from where she was sitting. So obviously her vision is really bad. Oh, this is man. I don't, who is this?
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe.
Yeah, we haven't talked to
May
this
I
dude
ask
at all.
you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
Probably has a toothache because the victim slapped him in the mouth in defense. Oh my god.
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
Oh my god.
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable. Ah, this old scale will do the job. To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Okay. Well, this one looks tiny. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. She looked thick. Yeah, put it on top. Lightest to the heaviest. Okay, so I think this one's the heaviest. What are this? Okay, this one's the heaviest. Okay. This one. Move you. Put you there. Okay. Move, bitch. Goes there. I think the red one goes next. Yeah.
Now that I know the order,
Aha!
I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 jars.
I don't think this is the remedy. Here is Monsieur Masterman's
Perfect.
remedy.
If you just click around, you'll get it.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
Okay. He's a secretary. He's old, but not that old.
I must admit I'm not. This is wrong. But I do not think that's the right answer.
I thought he was a secretary.
That's the right answer.
Oh.
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began
Foscarelli.
snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate's snoring.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did
Okay.
you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Okay.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
Okay, I think. I don't think it's this.
I need some
Yeah.
hard evidence to prove he's lying.
think it's this one.
I see nothing to prove he's lying. What evidence can help me prove
Yeah,
he's
if
lying?
you just click around, you'll get it eventually.
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
He received threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
Ooh.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Sus. Okay, he a little strange. He could definitely be 102. I don't remember who's in 102. Oh,
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do
Oh my
you
God.
mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
okay.
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchet wasn't his real name, and he left the United States to run away from something or someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
So that's about the same time as the whatever the other guy's name is. Valet.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Vinkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you. I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
Mm-hmm.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Oh, that's it. Just okay.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
But it wasn't a cigarette, it's a vape. and it was like that, like fruity liquid or whatever. Is that it? Guess so. That's the note. Okay. Now we go this way. Our room. Let's go back in here and I don't know if anything would change. Nope. Oh, that was Mrs. Hubbard. I'm in there. All these people are just like oblivious. They have no clue there's a dead man on the train. That's our friend. That's the princess something. I don't remember what her name is. I need to talk with him.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
Please, do me the courtesy of leaving me alone, if you will.
Sure. Got it, Wrinkles. That was fucked up, I'm sorry. All of this stuff is still clicked on from when we came back here last. Oh. Just can't go back there. I don't think we can squeeze by these people. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Oh, we have to say if he is or is not a suspect. I mean... Oh, no worries. I hope the PC is okay. I don't... The things that she's saying is kind of weird. Like the fact that she claims her bag was in the way of the lock. And you could clearly see it. Jesus fuck. And then she got really defensive about it.
This is the most likely answer.
Oh. Okay, so Mr. Michelle, I don't think he's a suspect. I think he was just doing his stuff.
According to the information I have, this is a
Perfect.
solid choice.
I should just be the detective, you know? What am I doing? I should be a detective. That's nothing. We did that. Prob's not me being a detective. Let me go back to Mr. Michelle. I think they're supposed to turn green when you're done. But we talked to him. I'm a little confused. We still need to find one more mustache. Oh.
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Okay. Select 2 elements of interest from the encounter with Mr. Michelle on the evening of the murder. He only speaks English.
This is wrong, but
It's
I'm
not.
never far from the truth. I do not think that's the right answer.
Look, game, you make me look bad. I'm trying to be the next Olivia Benson. Oh, he did. He did speak in French.
No, not good. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Look, when in doubt, use a hint, you know? Use those hints. Yeah, okay. That's what I clicked. Unless they're in the wrong order.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
No, I'm garbage.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
If we just keep clicking.
I must admit I'm not right this time. I do not think that's the right answer.
This one and this one. First try, baby. Oh, God.
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchet by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m. That's the right answer.
I really need to get a fake mustache to wear while we play this. Alright, what is the most likely hypothesis? Ratchet takes sleeping pills, the murderer enters the room, goes in with a gun. No, he was stabbed like 8 times. Sleeping pills, enters the room, stabbed with a knife. Opens the window. No, because there weren't any footprints in the snow. Oh, that one says window too. Oh. that
Voila.
room. Okay. Alright, Mr. McQueen, he was the dude in the yellow sweater. He didn't like Mr. Ratchet, but I don't think he's a suspect.
Very well, I choose to go this way.
No, that is not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say yes. All evidence points to no. What if I click yes?
This appears to be a good lead.
There we go. I know, it's huge, right? Alright, so this is the man with the toothache. I definitely feel like he is a suspect. Why? I don't know. But I feel it.
This direction looks promising.
Alright, so gotta go talk to our little friend dude. Not that friend dude. Yeah, the one we should have slapped upside the head with a frying pan.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
All of them.
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
It's not difficult. I mean, I don't
Our
think it is.
assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchet's room, and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
Hmm?
The murderer is still among us. On the train.
There's a problem with the second-class
You.
toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead
Another
the way.
body. Feel it in my bones.
I used my master key.
I mean, I went in this. Body.
But who is she? Is she alive?
Oh my god.
She is
it's
breathing.
that
Then
woman.
if she's dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
No, no, the old woman, she's already dead. She's already been mummified. This is the sketchy lady who was standing around watching everybody.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105.
Miss, can you hear me?
Oh, she's not dead. Okay.
She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
Yeah, there's a ton of characters. I literally can't keep up with the names.
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
But the doctor is currently with the body, examining it, so I wonder... I like to speculate. I wonder if the doctor leaves the room, if the body's just gonna disappear. Will watch her. Is that a wig? Definitely a scarf. Ugh.
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
Looks like, same stuff that was in Mr. Ratchet's cup. And she was reading Moby Dick. I don't feel like we should go through her belongings while she's sleeping, but you know.
A briefcase and a wagon lit conductor's jacket. And the button is missing.
Did she have that? Great. Oh? Is it 8 or 7? No, it's 7. That's so weird. I've never seen anything like that in a game.
But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones.
What?
So, Poirot, any luck so far?
Oh, he's trying to
If
trip
you
me
need a
up.
break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. Have you tried 0000?
Bro, will you shut the
Wow.
hell up?
What if the briefcase is booby-trapped? We really need to find the combination. Poirot, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now. Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4? If you need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. We really
it's
need to
2.
find the combination. No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones.
Am I supposed to click
Have you
something too?
tried 0000? But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4?
Can you shut
Wow.
the fuck
What
up?
if the...
Book. Silent like a mouse, please.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll be quiet now. You need to concentrate. I will not utter another word. Not one.
Book. There will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
Okay, I'm glad we can tell him to shut the hell up. Okay, it's 4. Is that it? How do I open it though? Or is it just gonna pop open on its own? my god, that's the picture of the cat. Oh, this is taking a turn.
The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What a coincidence.
Mademoiselle Locke appears to have been
wonder if this is his
investigating
daughter.
Monsieur Ratchet.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course. She has studied her target.
Possibly. Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
No, I don't think it's fake.
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot.
But then why take it on the train?
Look, she's
Same
waking up.
reason Ratchet did.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
Oh, my head. What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then, if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
Okay.
I had just been promoted to detective after 5 years on patrol. It was my first time on a major case. It had been a month since Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped. The Armstrongs were desperate for some sign of hope. I was there only for paperwork, to fill in some blanks.
Oh, we're playing as her. How interesting.
The investigation is now part of a pile of investigations, and my captain sent me here just to dot some I's and cross some T's. The crime was audacious. How could the kidnapper know which was the window of Daisy's room? No, they could use a ladder to reach it, and no, they could enter the room without being seen. The misspellings are clearly on purpose, and they didn't return the child when the ransom was paid. How could the child be taken with so many people in the house?
Is that, I mean, it almost sounds like it's a setup.
I can't imagine the pain her parents felt when they realized Daisy was gone. How are they going to feel when they realize I have no answers for them? Only more questions. That's why I'm here. A damn computer glitch. Or somebody pushed delete instead of save. Whatever happened, we lost the nanny's deposition. So my entire contribution to the investigation is to take it again. The phone record of the night of the kidnapping. The last call was for 911.
Okay.
A topographical map. Often more important than a road map in these mountains.
Let me open the thing. Okay, so we gotta Gotta get out and go and interrogate. Oh, you that far? Nope. I guess we probably can't go too far this way either. Yeah. Okay. The hell is that?
Good evening. Colonel Armstrong?
Yes. You're the detective they phoned about.
Joanna Locke.
I don't remember you.
I'm newly assigned to the case.
It's about time more detectives were involved. My wife, Sonia, she hasn't been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us. Tell me you've uncovered something new.
I'm here to speak to your daughter's nanny. There was a computer problem. Her earlier statement has been lost.
Oh, I see. We had hoped. Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
Huh?
Their fairy tale became a nightmare.
How are you doing?
I feel like it's a dumb question to ask.
Are you holding up?
You know, in the military, you're supposed to have the stiffest of upper lips. The Desert War taught me that soon enough. But this, it's difficult. Damned difficult. Harder on my good lady, of course.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
Her room is upstairs across the hall from Daisy's. She seldom leaves it.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
It's so sad.
Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time. Thoughtful, but never enough. What a dear child. What a dear child.
I don't think there's anything else down here. Let's head on up. Go in this one. I don't know which room is the right one. Okay. Go back. Wait. Oh, this is the nanny. Oh, look at the cat.
A toy train. Now here I am on a real one. Lyon, in France. What a lovely looking city.
Hello, are you Suzanne Moreau, Daisy's nanny?
Yes?
I'm Joanna Locke, a detective working on Daisy's case.
Is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
How can I help you?
I'm really sorry. I'm afraid I have to take your statement again concerning the evening of Daisy's disappearance. There was a computer problem. Your statement was accidentally deleted.
Of course. I want to help any way I can.
Tell me about that night in your own words.
The Armstrongs had a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Mrs. Armstrong is on her board. I was in charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening, playing with her and reading books to her. She couldn't sleep with all the noise and the comings and goings.
When did you notice Daisy was missing?
I was only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's in the hospital. When I returned, Daisy wasn't in her bed. I thought she might have gone to look at the party, but then I saw the handsome note on her pillow. I screamed and screamed. I couldn't stop.
Did you notice anything unusual before that?
I was with Daisy all evening. Finally, she fell asleep. I didn't see anyone else or notice anything in particular.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No! I can't see who could have done such a horrible thing. The Armstrongs are such good people. Like my own family.
Thank you for giving me your statement again. I'll get back to you if I have any questions.
I won't be far.
Very strange.
Okay. I have Suzanne's statement, but her answers need some checking.
Alright. Does not match Rose testimony about her phone call.
This information does not correspond to what Suzanne told me. Suzanne said she left Daisy alone for 5 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she stayed with Daisy for a while and Suzanne did not return. That is a great detective job.
Oh my god, you're fabulous. I think we have to talk to her again. Oh, nope. Go talk to the other lady. I feel like we should have to, interrogate the cat. Okay, so this is Daisy's room.
The world through the eyes of a child seems so sweet.
A mustache! Yep, boy!
I've earned a gold mustache.
Oh my god!
A toy castle. When I was a kid, I had a police station and a tiny squad car with a siren that really worked.
No worries, you do you. I appreciate you
Mrs.
being
Armstrong, my name is Joanna Locke. I'm a detective investigating the kidnapping of your daughter. May I talk to you? When is your baby due?
here. She might go
Mrs.
deliver
Armstrong?
Right now.
Sonia?
I don't want to talk. I just want to see my daughter again. That's all that matters.
The poor woman. I can't imagine how she feels. And another baby on the way? I want to help, but I'm here to take the nanny's statement, and there are no words I can think of to ease Sonia's pain.
Yeah, it does have Sims 3 vibes.
Everything looks okay here. That is a great detective job.
I didn't even do anything. Okay, now what? All I did was click the page. I don't want to harass her.
Mrs. Armstrong? Let me show you this.
Daisy, my little Daisy. I miss her so much. How good it is to see her face.
I can't imagine the pain you're feeling right now.
Oh, they're
She
creeping me
loved
out.
her little stuffed animal, Fluffy. She took him everywhere with her. The kidnappers took it as well. They didn't have to. That means they wouldn't hurt her, doesn't it?
Every lead will be followed up. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I shouldn't lose hope. Somehow.
I know it isn't my
I
case,
think it's the teeth.
but I just made a promise,
Weird.
and I mean to keep it.
Right? It's really making me feel like Olivia Benson.
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
She's in her room. Last door on the left.
We already knew that.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
May I come back? If I have more questions?
Of course. Anything I can do.
Okay, the story's Sonia.
Fine. Put that bitch right off. It was only gone 5 minutes. On my mother, Daisy was gone. This one?
That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes. Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
God, I'm a fucking genius. Okay, so I guess we need to go back to the nanny?
If I understand you correctly, you left Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep. Right before Motley Mule solved his case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a quick phone call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back, Daisy was gone.
Bitch, you lying. What you doing? New cat every night. 5-minute one.
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
What matters, bitch?
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything wrong. I would never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story. She's panicking. Why now? What is she afraid of?
Right, just get caught. Your turn. Where were you the night Daisy disappeared? Oh, not you. Yes, Suzanne, get your shit together. Oh? Can I look in here? I don't remember what it was. It was like 2 something. I don't think I can go back and look at the... Nope. Nope. Well, he's fucked now. No, I've never watched that. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV.
Joanna. That doesn't track.
We'll never get the number because I don't know. I can't get back into this document. Unless I'm not hitting the right thing. Oh, people? Okay, let's try this one. Oh, jeez. Okay, so they would obviously have to put the ladder first. Then come inside. Bam, bam, bam.
That's it. No rookie mistake there. The kidnapper places a ladder under the window to Daisy's room. Then he joins the party. Just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. $21.40. Bam.
Score. One for the good guys.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again.
This
Or
lying
contact your
bitch.
service provider.
The
Yeah, you
number
look guilty
Suzanne
as
called
fuck.
is not in service? A hospital? I should see if the Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me.
Go talk to the dad.
Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise, no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close, and the poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Experimental treatment.
I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
Are you lying? What if she kidnapped Daisy?
The number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
Bitch, you've been caught. Don't
You told me
lie.
you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in
Lyon.
France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
I do want to say though, I really like the fact that she has a dolphin on her shirt. Nice touch. I think this is the lab because the mom said that.
Are you sure you called your mother?
Yes.
In a
Every
coma.
night since she was admitted in December.
Suzanne, I think you really care for Daisy. If you do, then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her. I was on the phone with my boyfriend, Noah.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can understand that, can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy. No more lies. Noah. The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
Unbelievable. Like, she obviously doesn't know what's really going on, so why are you gonna fucking lie about calling your mom? Oh, that's the book that she was reading.
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
Need a key. The fuck is that? Oh, Noah.
A card from the florist. It's signed N.
No, right? Well, I don't think it was this man. Sir, do you mind? Yeah, it's you. This bed we made. We broke into the fuse box with the damn ice pick. Is that a bar of soap? Or a piece of bread?
I expect Suzanne must have gone through a lot of tissues these past weeks. Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings.
Open it. Oh, there we go.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
But nobody will find it, ding dong. Oh?
An Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key.
Hit on the wrong monitor. Right back. Oh.
That doesn't work.
Well, hold on.
That
No,
doesn't
turn
work.
it the other way. But you can't turn it the other way.
That doesn't work.
Okay, then what? Oh.
Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what you haven't told me.
Oh, can I not make like bring up the text? No, Doug. Oh, this is getting real intense. Oh. Told Noah how much she liked the Armstrongs and Daisy. She feels like he's invested in the relationship. They went out to dinner. Sure. Come here. We went to the mountains. Not very romantic. He's being real needy. You're like a model. But everything I felt like more distant today, blah blah blah. Your relationship is going down the drain.
I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong.
You're supposed to have a warrant to like search through people's private belongings. What are you supposed to be doing? I'm only gonna be on here for a few more minutes, then we can go cuddle. We need to find out more about the boyfriend. Where did she go? Oh, how'd the cat get in here?
Can you tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
He doesn't know anything.
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction, she keeps pretty much to herself.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
This motherfucker. Yeah.
I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener. They're getting pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
Like gardener?
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
My boyfriend? Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person, although, well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
Girl, he ain't coming back.
Nothing shocks me here.
Okay, something about... What about food? No, stop. Right there.
These tire tracks could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4. Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
Okay, so now we have to confront the... Nana.
Tread marks of a four-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the
Enjoyed
night
your
of the
work. Thank you for
kidnapping.
being
Noah
here.
drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only man in the Berkshires who drives that kind of car.
That right there.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
Anything odd about the day you went to the movies?
No, nothing. People do that on dates.
I have to ask, Suzanne. We have to cover everything.
In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry, but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
Oh. Okay. Come here, kid. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. Appreciate you guys being here as always. I do not plan to stream tomorrow. I'm gonna take the evening off. But we do have next week. I will be off the entire week. I'm gonna stream every single day. I'm gonna do a morning stream and an afternoon stream. I know we're gonna play Alan Wake 2, but I've got to come up with some other stuff to play. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I will take them. I enjoy playing Call of Duty, but I know there's a lot of people who want to play things that you guys enjoy. If you're new here and you enjoyed this full game and my cat, please slap the follow button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna post my rules in the chatty chat. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I keep all of my stuff posted when we're going live. And other random shit that I think of. But we will not, we won't be back tomorrow, but we'll be back on Thursday. Love you guys. Bye.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.